Time to check in with our lizard overlords. What are they up to? Well, this.
Is this the worst hour now?
Are we done our first hour?
Yeah, we're into our worst hour now.
Keep your expectations of this episode low. Starting the worst hour now, I feel like we've crossed into maybe not great content hour.
Welcome to our worst hour.
So today, I had a meeting at 4 because this guy kept messaging me about this contractor fucked him. Can I come and look at it? I talked to him about it in 2020. He's talking to me about 2024. I would remember a random conversation with some guy about his backyard of it. But it's his backyard. So I understand why he remembers the conversation. So it was on my way home if I left a bit early. So I was like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to go see this guy. You never know where these things might lead, whatever. Right. I go in the backyard's, it's not the best job I've ever seen, but it's way far away from the worst job I've ever seen. Minus there's a wall around the outside that the paver border is glued to. There's no coping on the wall to support. It's got a pool in the middle that's obviously fucking with all the grades. And in the back of the yard, there's a wall, but the pavers
glued over top
are glued onto it as coping, right?
Yeah.
So I go to the back, and this guy brought me all the way there because he was unhappy with the palmeric sand in the job.
Ugh.
And I said, bro, everybody's unhappy with the people who sell and manufacture palmeric sand are fucking unhappy with palmeric sand. No one likes it. It's a terrible product. One of the worst products ever manufactured in the history of products. It is an awful fucking product, but there doesn't seem to be a better solution, so we just keep using it. No improvements are made to it. It never gets better. Year over year, it's the same fucking crap. But we all just keep buying it, installing it. So I don't know what it's like, well, I wanted the joints to be thinner. I said, okay, well, that's not a palmeric sand problem. That's a paver selection problem. I didn't want to see any. And now the guy, whoever filled it, overfilled it, filled it right to the top of the bevel.
Oh.
So it is overfull. Legitimately, the sand's not done right. So I said, but as we're walking around, we go behind the pool where this wall is with the pavers glued on it, which is to me an immediate red flag. You know, there's all these posts about red flag. What's your red flag in your relationship? When you go in a backyard and the pavers are glued to the top of the wall, it's a red flag. That's how it is in my backyard. That's a red flag. Well, on one side, right by the gate, because anyway, but so I say to him, I'm looking at the wall, and I said, you don't have a palmeric sand problem here, bro. That wall is moving. What do you mean? I said, well, see this gap that's a half inch thick? He goes, yeah. I said, well, it wasn't last year. Look at how all the sand's all cracked. He's like, holy crap. I'm like, that wall moving? That's something you should be sending your lawyer, not these pictures of this palmeric sand.
You just fucking threw this guy under the bus. Call your lawyer. This job is shit.
No, he told me he wanted me to write a letter for the lawyer. That's why I was there looking.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I didn't bring it up. I said to the guy outright, I said, who built this? And it was a inane GC I'd never heard of. And I was like, okay, cool, man. Whatever. I can help you out then. If it's someone I know, I'm absolutely not helping you out with this. If it's some GC
to court for this fucking guy for some reason. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to. I get it. But when you go around and look at the wall, I said, did he put a pipe behind it? The guy said, yeah. I said, is it daylighted? He said, what does that mean? I said, well, that's how the water gets out through the wall from the pipe. Well, why would we do that? I said, well, why do you want a pipe full of water behind your wall? That's not a good situation. Oh, shit. Fuck. He was a really nice guy. I think he just kind of got fucked around. I think what happened with this project was he had a really beautiful pool house built. And I think the GC wanted to build the pool house, but then ended up saying, I'll do the pavers and the pool and the interlock without and the steps and everything too, because I want the pool house work. And then subbed it out to people who didn't do a fantastic job. But there was 2 or 3 places where the wall was moving a lot. I was like, this is an actual problem, bro. Like this wall is partially holding the pool in the ground.
Well,
This is a problem. I said, did they run GeoGrid in it? No. I said, okay. It's like a wall holding a pool that you made out of Pisa 1 that has like almost zero, no, Pisa 2. Yeah, it has almost zero retention value. Well, on the other side of so on one side, there was a Pisa 2 wall that they had no coping on with the pavers glued to it. And when you went to the other side, there was a Pisa 2 wall, one block with coping, and then the pavers were glued to the coping. So I don't know what's worse.
I don't know. But you're gonna find out when you get summoned to court in 2 years.
I didn't say I'd go to court. I said I'd provide a letter saying I had structural
Well,
concerns with this
yeah, that's
wall.
fine until it's fucking 3 years in litigation, and all of a sudden we need this Mr. Pavers King
Yeah, then you got to go to court.
to go to.
Well, I'd say call the pavers king, fly him in from California.
Well,
So, Chad, you wouldn't do an affidavit or something?
what good does it do me?
He offered to pay me.
Well, yeah, but what amount of money is worth the headache?
I told him I don't want any money.
See,
That way when you
so either you take the money and you're on the hook for this fucking letter, and then you've signed up to be in this
what
whole
if they if I never saw I said I will write you a letter saying I have concerns over the structure and this is why, but unless I rip the entire job apart, I can't tell you anything.
If I were selling myself as a consultant, I would do this.
I'm not selling myself as a consultant.
No, you're doing the work for free and still taking the liability.
I literally did this because this guy kept texting me and I just didn't want him to text me anymore.
Have you ever
Liability,
stopped talking to somebody?
I'm pretty chatty.
Like I have
Let's be
stopped
honest.
talking to people for far less.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So this is all really good points.
Like you
I'm
have
not sure
time
why I
for
ended up
this.
with this.
You have time to go to this place for free and consult on this for free and write a letter for free. You don't have
Okay,
better
so to
things
be
to do. You're a busy man. You have a
to be
a company that's larger than mine, and you're entertaining this?
okay, but I could have. My choices were add this into my schedule or go get my blood tested.
I know what I would do, especially if I were diabetic.
Undiagnosed diabetic. Let's just.
Can we get the Paver King to court today? Sorry, he died 2 years ago. We can get his blood checked.
I got,
You know?
I got home this week and I was talking to Kelly and she looked at me and she's like, "Yeah, like I was thinking about this, and you're the only one on the articles of incorporation. I'm not on it." And I was like, well, "Why would that be?" She said, "Well, there's only one person can be on it or something. I don't understand." And I said, "Oh." I said, "Well, we need to change it to you." And she's like, "Yeah, I know. I was thinking when you die soon, I'm gonna be fucked." And I was like, "Oh God, that's not a positive outlook at all."
Well, you're gonna need when I got life insurance, they tested my blood. So they came to my house to do it. I've never had my blood taken at the kitchen table before.
That was for life insurance, though. That wasn't for.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Kelly told me I have to stop making excuses. I agree with her. But then this guy really needed me to come and look at his fucked up Paul Merrick sand.
And you did it.
I don't know why I ended up there. Honestly, I should have just it was a text message too. I should have just fucking ignored it.
Yeah.
But then I answered it and then I was engaged. I should never have done that. I should just so then the guy said, "Well, do you want some money for this?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Do you want to do this job?" And I said, "No." He said, "Well," I said, "Listen, I'm going to give you the names of a couple guys that I know that would probably like this job's right up there. It's part of their, their bread and butter. Like this is right up their alley. They'd probably come here and do a fantastic job." He said, "Okay." I said, "Just hire one of them and we'll call it even." And he was like, "Okay, great. That's amazing." And I started thinking, why the fuck am I here? That was earlier today. You've made me think it again. What am I doing here? Like,
So you take it on the back end, you call those guys, say, hey, I'm sending you this job. If you get it, I want 10.
I don't want any money
That's
from
how
them.
I
I
would
want
take
them to
it
be.
in the
I
job.
want them to be successful. I don't like.
Did you give them the number of some of those contractors that you took cards of that you
Oh,
don't?
that I don't like. Get the
Yeah.
hook. No, because he seems like a really nice man who just got a bit of a rough ride in this situation.
Mm.
I think he tried really hard to hire someone good and he made a lot of decisions that he thought were. And in retrospect, in talking to him, he was like, I rushed this. I should have waited for the right contractor. I had this idea that I needed to swim in July and I didn't start looking for someone till the 1st of May. And, you know, he acknowledged that he had made some mistakes in it. But I think honestly, for someone who like made some mistakes, I mean, I don't know how that job's going to look in 5 years. And when he calls me, I'll probably go back because I'm still avoiding a blood test. But um, I think he didn't do terrible, which is what I said to him.
Hmm.
I said, I don't think you did terrible. All right. I'm still trying to get out of my stupid car wash thing from fucking Popular Car Wash
Just cancel your.
every day. So it says I cancel. Yeah, but if you cancel your card, it cancels everything.
No, cancel. You know, you can call Visa and say, hey, this transaction, this guy, I don't want that anymore. Cancel that one.
Can you?
I'm pretty sure you can do that. You have to be able to do that without canceling the whole card.
I don't
You
know.
do a
Kelly said,
chargeback.
What's that?
Well, they didn't deliver on their services, so you can call Visa and or Mastercard and say, "Hey, I want to
Oh,
do a chargeback on this. They didn't deliver any service,
do
and
that one. I feel like that'll get them in trouble. Do that
it,
one.
it hurts them for sure."
Yeah, do that.
really?
Great thing for Kelly to do if she had
She
the.
wants no part of this. She
Yeah.
made it very, they like I don't know how long ago I signed up for this bullshit, but it's still your subscription can't be canceled at this time. You can cancel your membership anytime after a cooling off period of 20 days of your enrollment. Have questions about subscription cancellation? Read the frequently asked questions. Like this has been going on. I'm like, when did I get this subscription? Oh, it renews on June 15th. So I would guess that I got it on the 15th. So I guess it hasn't been 20 days. I can't believe this hasn't been 20 days. Must be really fucking close to 20 fucking days. And then I started thinking, what if that dude that told me that I couldn't go to the car wash is back in Mumbai now?
Potentially,
Because
yeah.
no one else ever told me I couldn't go to the car wash there except that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should try hitting it up. In my frustration with Popular Car Wash, I bought a car wash package from Petro-Canada, which is way better. It's more expensive significantly, but it's way better because you can go to any Petro-Canada and wash your truck anywhere in Canada. So I get my truck washed every day. It makes me happy.
Whatever does it for you. I haven't had my truck washed ever, I don't think. Never. That's fine by me.
I I like it. I just like it getting washed every day and looking clean. Makes me
Of course,
happy. So
you're allowed to like that. You're allowed to have that in your life.
am I?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy with it. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Now, the Popular Car Wash makes me sad, but I'm gonna start washing my truck twice a fucking day.
Wash the paint right off it.
I'm gonna wash it at Popular Car Wash until the fucking guy from Mumbai comes back. Well, he could still be there. I wonder if he'd remember me. I could tell him I forgot. I could tell him don't speak English.
Chad, we had a question roll in for you.
Oh no. Go ahead.
Is that a weed plant in the background?
Where? No. It's
It's a
a
plastic plant.
plastic plant.
Okay.
What's
Somebody asked that.
No, that would be a hell of a fucking weed plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a plastic, like I don't even know. My wife has had it for I don't know, since I met her. I think she had it in the house. She has that when I met her. But so it lives there now. But no, it's not a weed plant. We were supposed to get weed plants, but nobody dropped them off.
Oh.
So I got my garden started, but no weed plants.
What's
No.
the rule? You can have a couple?
Yeah, I think you can have what, four?
Something like
4, I
that.
think, is the rule. Yeah.
One of my guys grows them. He doesn't even smoke it. He just likes to grow it. And he gives
And
it away as like gifts and stuff.
Okay.
Whatever, it's a hobby.
yeah.
Everybody's got to do something. Oh, my pool
We,
got delivered today.
Your pool.
Yeah, I got a pool.
Oh, sweet.
It's sitting in the
I thought you
beside.
weren't getting a pool.
No, we're getting a pool. Well, we got a pool. So here's this. Whenever it was time to order the pool, I asked my wife what color, I don't care. What size, I don't care. Heater or not, I don't care. The pool gets here, she's like, that's not very big. And that's not the color that I wanted. And why do we have to have it heated? I'm just like, what the fuck? Where was this whenever I asked you what did you want for a pool? Laugh.
Why
I'm like,
wouldn't
this is
you
the
want a
pool that we
heated
got.
pool?
Why do I want a heated pool? Because I don't
Why
like to.
wouldn't you? I love the heated
Yeah,
pool.
me
No, I
too.
want a heated pool.
Yeah, I don't want a cold pool, you know? So, um, so we mapped it out in the yard and then I'm like, okay, well, I gotta do pavers around here, but I want to finish the driveway before winter so that I can at least snow blow the whole fucking driveway with ease. So we're not doing the pool surround this year. And then I went to that porcelain job that we did a couple of years ago. The guys had to fix a couple of cracked tiles, which were all cuts, by the way. They weren't no full tiles cracked. And that was great. It was all cut, little cut tiles and shit. But I went to that job and I have a bunch of that tile left over that I was going to use. And I'm like, you know what? I don't love the way this stuff ages.
The porcelain tile?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, it still looks great, but and it was a little muddy because they were doing yard work and stuff like that. But I'm just like, I knew everything was solid, but I could walk on it and I still felt some hollow
Mm,
under there. Like nothing was moving, nothing was rocking, nothing, anything. But you could walk on it and you could feel something, right? It's just not, doesn't feel the way pavers feel. So I'm like,
gotcha.
well, I still want porcelain, but I'm going to do that
Grass.
geoceramica or whatever. No,
Oh, okay.
that paver underneath the tile sort
Yeah.
of thing. I think that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you hear like grinding at all when you stepped on them?
No grunt. No, no, there's no movement at all on the
Okay.
tile.
Just hollow.
They're there. It's just, yeah, one would be completely solid, and then one you'd step somewhere and you're like, huh, that's different. But then the next one would be fine. And like it would only
Mm.
be every once in a while, but I was looking for it, right? Because this is what I wanted. This is the first time I'd been on it in 2 or 3 years or whatever. So I think the future is this porcelain glued to the top of the fucking interlock and not just straight.
I agree with you. I think it is the future.
I think that is the way to go instead of like, so you can have a dog shit paver underneath or whatever.
The only problem that I foresee with it is it's hard to cut it.
Yeah, that's
It's
I
got
was
to,
wondering
that's
about that.
only like once you get through the porcelain, you're fine, but it's still going to be the same cutting experience. Now, when I went to the Best Way um, day they had for this stuff, they had a wet saw that cuts it smooth and clean, but it's a big,
Yeah.
powerful wet saw.
I'm
Like,
talking the 2x2 slabs, right? It's a pain in the dick to put that up on the table saw
yeah,
every time,
definitely.
right? So maybe this is where the double saw, right? Like your little battery saw cuts the tile, and then your quick cut finishes are off underneath or something.
They were saying that one of the problems at the meeting was that it gets too hot, so you have to have water on it. That's one thing
I
they were
hate
saying.
getting water, but
Yeah. Well,
whatever. If you can pull it off, I think that's going to be the way to go. Just so much
because no
more.
matter what you build, no matter what you build, you're going to cut it.
Yeah, yeah. We have right now. I have this client who we uncovered. Like I pulled off this fucking set of steps with a deck landing on top or whatever, and there's a fucking cold storage underneath. She never told me that was there. I said, "Is that your cold storage?" She goes, "No, that's just a closet." Same fucking thing. It's still there. She's like, "Can we take it out?" I said, "No, it's part of your house." She said, "Can we take
Did
the
you not
top?"
see a vent coming out of it?
Well, I did, right? I'm like, "That's your cold storage. There's a fucking vent on both sides." She's like, "Can we cut the top off?" I'm like, "No, that's the roof of the fucking closet down there." She's like, "Oh, so what do we do?" I'm like, "Well, we have to build over top of it." And she's getting like she's really stuck on she wants to use Industria on the top and worried about the dimensions and stuff. I said, I now have to build a giant box out of Raffinato step around this whole fucking thing. I said, you're gonna have to give me some leniency here on the 900 by 900 slabs that sit in the top. Like we just have to get the fucking box right first, and we'll figure out the rest after the fact. Like you're getting too hung up on these seams, where these seams are gonna be and stuff. Like some people are fixated on the seams
Yeah.
and that I'm pretty good at maneuvering my way through problems and stuff because in the grand scheme of things it really doesn't matter that much. I said just leave it with me and you'll get a fucking great job. And in a month you won't care where the seams are. Everything will look great. But getting them to that point is difficult sometimes.
Well, it's where they live. You know.
Yeah.
If it was the front door, I'd just say put a rug on it.
Well, this will be a big bomb-proof set of steps, you know. But
So what's the change order worth?
for what? I don't
What's
know.
the
I said
change?
just pay the material and I'll do the fucking extra block work. It's so far we're a little bit ahead, so whatever. Just honestly, just finish the job so we can get on to something else.
These kind of things, these kind of problems are timeline killers, schedule destructors.
Yeah, they are. And that's why I say, listen, I'm not going to charge you the extra labor to put all this stuff in, but just trust this fucking process.
So if you have 5 jobs going, you have like 2 people per job.
Yeah, pretty
Did
close.
you buy? So you need 5 trucks.
Mm-hmm.
How many trucks do you have?
5 trucks, but 2 of them are bin trucks.
Oh, you only have 3 crew trucks.
3 crew trucks, yeah.
Yeah, we have.
And my
I have.
truck. And guess who drives around my truck all day? Alone. Me.
Yeah,
So that one's off the fucking market.
we
Actually,
have 4. We have 2 crews for 4 trucks.
oh, you're counting all these little $10,000 ditties
Yeah,
around.
but they're there to get guys to the job
Yeah,
site.
no, you're right. And
That's
I'm
why they
looking for a
exist.
similar $10,000 truck. I'm just having a hard time.
But that's why I had all these trucks exist is because there's the 2 of them been sitting against the sea can before Cody went away. She sprayed. We put the snow bins on top of the sea can. Then we sprayed parking spots there. So I've moved 2 of the trucks over there. They've been sitting there for a week. Maybe I don't think they've gone out of the yard in 2 weeks. But if we ever need to split the crews or a truck breaks down, there's fucking 2 sitting there doing nothing.
And you hope they start.
They do start. I move them around. Everything I own got a new battery this spring. So
I had to go fucking boost the truck because Sean was stuck on the job site today at the end of the day. There's another $500 in batteries.
is it a diesel or gas?
Diesel, Ram.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's about $500. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, whatever. So I'm looking for another truck. But
What you really need is to get a couple dump trailers and your business will take off.
no, I won't do it. Although every truck we have in the company dumps other than my truck and my father-in-law's truck.
You need
Everything
to
has a
pull that truck over and say, this truck has to work for a bit.
no. It will. It'll come whenever it's time for him to get a new truck. That truck will come into rotation.
Mm.
whenever it's a couple years old, I'll buy him a new one and put that one in the crew. And it will still look like a brand new truck because he takes great care of the thing. He's had it for, I don't know, when did we get that from? Last year around this time? It's got like 4,000 kilometers on it. Like he doesn't drive
Nice.
it. So,
It's not like everything. I think I haven't made a final decision on this, but this week I've been really inspired to try and drive my white Dodge 1,000,000 kilometers before I get rid of it.
I think they give you a reward for that, don't they?
I don't know. Brad and I were debating in the yard if it would be more expensive to drive that one to 1,000,000 kilometers or buy a new one.
Buy a new one. No, it
I
would be
was like, I don't know. I don't know. More expensive.
wow.
I know I'd have to replace every part of it to get it to 1,000,000 kilometers. It's at 335 now.
335?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the brown Chevy has 480 on it. The black Chevy has 340 on it. The Toyota has 340 on it.
Wow.
My pickup has 330 on it. And the black Dodge has 225. That's the one where you're like, we got to make sure we get somewhere. We take the one with 225 on it.
I got all stuff out of town. I can't be driving these old things around. I think my
Everything we
highest
do is
truck,
out of town.
what's that?
Everything we do is out of town. We
Yeah.
don't do anything the rest.
Yeah.
I just have extra trucks.
I'm looking right now. That's why I'm trying to find a truck.
If we were only going to run 2 trucks, and not have extra ones in the yard, I think that we would have to get more.
Hmm.
I agree with you.
Yeah. I can't find it. And anything that comes up that's like maybe it's a what's that? It's from Quebec or something. I'm not going to fucking Quebec to buy a truck. 105,000 kilometers. No, that's Orangeville. That's far. That's near you guys, eh?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Orangeville is like an hour from me.
Yeah,
Hour
I
and a
don't,
half.
I'm not going out there to look at a fucking truck.
But if you buy a truck from Quebec, you can return it before 30 days, or what was that?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you don't like it, you can return
Yeah.
it.
yeah, I suppose you can, but I'm not buying this with the anticipation of returning it. I want to drive it. There's a lot of water trucks for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, not $180,000, I'll tell you that.
I thought that one was a bit overpriced.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
If you're going to H&A this year, use code NOFH. Get 50% off your tickets. We get a little bit of a kickback to get us to H&A. PK is coming this year.
I am.
Right on.
Well,
And
until I
we're all
bail.
going to Hammerheads.
We're all going to Hammerheads. I was just looking at the menu.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did it change? Did they still have sheep ribs, lamb ribs?
They still got your stuff.
Oh, I would drive there now for those ribs.
I was thinking maybe we could do a meetup at Hammerheads.
That would be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a sweet little spot.
Do a meetup.
NOFH meetup.
Do you think people would come to that?
I think so.
What people? If I was eating an apple, this would be a great interview. What people? Who's going to come?
He's gonna go.
What people are going to come? I don't understand what people you're talking about. What do you mean, people? This is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Has anyone written in any questions, Mike?
Just that one for Chad.
It's a weed plant.
That seems like a weak question.
Hmm.
I feel like there should have been better questions.
I didn't put anything out there. Someone just messaged me.
They wanted to know if Chad had a weed plant.
Yeah, so they watched for the first time the video for the Paver Pete episode, Interlock Ian episode,
Oh, okay.
and saw it in the background and wondered.
Oh,
Does it tell you how many people watch it versus how many people?
I don't think it does. That's a good
Like,
question.
how many people actually? I Facebooked you the truck that I'm looking at, Chad.
oh.
I Facebook.
Our YouTube videos are doing better.
I think it's mostly the thumbnails
Yeah, I think so.
and me watching them repetitively.
I
I think
think
those are two things that play into it.
it's got 1,000,000 kilometers on it.
I don't know. Maybe
It's a nice truck, but that's high kilometers.
it doesn't say that anywhere on the ad.
On the on the yeah, on the cluster. Nine eight
I
eight
don't,
two nine six.
I don't see that anywhere.
The last picture.
Oh, I didn't look at all the pictures.
That's an important one to look at if you're gonna spend 200 grand. I mean, drop a new motor, whatever. Or maybe it's good for another million. I don't know.
Yeah, that is a lot of kilometers. Maybe they're not as interested in this truck. Fuck this truck. That truck's traveled a lot of kilometers, man. It's a 2021.
He lives in this thing. Probably couldn't afford his house when he bought it.
It's a fucking 2021 with 1,000,000 kilometers on it. Like, so it means probably he got it in 2020. I guess it's 7 years old. I guess that's pretty reasonable. Still
We
seems like a lot, though.
we have some comments that we can get to that might open some discussion.
Okay.
Sure.
I think we've covered the ones about the National Heavy Equipment Show. I think Kevin cares. Oh yeah, and we got that. Classic Outdoors says wind water rat on the episode Good as I Need to Be to Get By. I think that was in reference to the WWR rating or whatever on a sea can.
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah.
Wind water rat is there.
Wind, water, rat?
Yeah.
What's rat?
I think
Like
they're
rat.
just
It's sealed tight.
Oh,
It's
from rats? Like no rats get in.
wind tight. Yeah, wind tight, airtight, wind tight,
Rat tight?
watertight, rat tight, man.
Keeps them in or keeps them out?
I think keeps them out.
hopefully they don't have that hantavirus.
That's over.
It's never over.
Supposed to be afraid of something else by now.
Ebola, apparently.
Ebola? Yeah, again?
This
Ebola?
one, yeah, Ebola, there's a big breakout going on. This one from Jackson Pennington. And they got a laughing emoji to it. So somebody actually saw it and reacted to it. We haven't got one of those before.
Hmm.
He says, ask PK. So this was from the surprise threesome episode. Ask PK about the murder trial he was a witness in.
I think we've already talked about that.
I think so. I think that came up.
Yeah.
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 I think I talked about that. How I looked like I was watching like tapes of myself 3 years later and was like, what the fuck was I doing? With my purple polka dot shirt and my weird haircut, and what was I fucking thinking? I think we did
Yeah.
talk about that before.
Yeah.
That would be a good one to
Uh,
re-listen to. I wouldn't even know what episode that's on.
I don't know what episode it's, but I was pretty confident we spoke about it before.
Yeah, I thought so.
Hmm.
Chad, did that employee ever get fired? The one that didn't show up for the first day of work, or is he still with you?
Oh, the stabby?
Yeah.
He's,
Stop it.
he's long gone.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, did I tell you, like, one of the last, it was May 24, right? The week before May 24, and I'm like, okay, if you show up Monday, fine, whatever. What are you laughing at now?
Stabby. Is that what you guys nicknamed?
Yeah.
Dappy.
I don't think it's that funny. But
That's great.
anyway, I'm like, okay, show up Monday, whatever. And we'll fucking try it one last time. Didn't show up Monday. Fine. I thought that was gonna be it. Monday night, I get a text message. It says, hey, hope you had a great long weekend. I'll be ready to go to work tomorrow. I'm like, dude, it was not the long weekend. Like, the long weekend is next weekend or something. Like, we said that you'd be back to work um, Monday. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, you don't have a job with us anymore. And then he's like, oh, come on, man. I'm just trying to get used to these Cornwall girls. It's not like she gave me chlamydia or something. And I'm like, what?
What?
I can bring up the fucking text message.
This is not the first time chlamydia has ever been used as a
Yeah, like it.
justification to keep your job.
Um,
Listen, man, these Cornwall girls didn't give me chlamydia. I need to keep my job.
okay, so it was May 10th or whatever. I'm like, okay, we'll give you another shot if you come in Monday. He's like, man, I really appreciate that. See you Monday. No more days off. Thank you, sir. Nothing. Monday night. Hey, Chad, hope you had a nice long weekend. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I said, hey, Kyle, there was no long weekend, and we agreed that you'd show up on Monday morning. I'm sorry, but you no longer have a position with us. Like, I had no idea. I was in Ottawa, and my kids were off. I'm ready to go tomorrow morning if you need someone. I didn't respond. Man, my girl stabbed me. She didn't give me chlamydia. I'm not trying to be an asshole, just getting to learn how Cornwall single mothers are. Like I said, I'm ready to work tomorrow if you'll reconsider. Didn't respond after that.
That message doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. Like it,
It makes
and
no sense.
yeah. Before that, he had said, "Oh, I worked this day, but you don't have to pay me. We'll just say it was in to make up for the days that I missed or whatever." I'm like, Connie, just pay the fucking guy for this time, or it's gonna become a bigger issue. And he's no longer with us. So
So how many days did you have to pay him for?
I paid him for every day that he worked.
How many days was that?
3, I think.
Was he a good worker?
When he showed up, he was okay. Yeah,
You said the first day he was great.
I didn't.
Oh,
Guys did. I wasn't there the
oh
first,
yeah. Guys did.
but yeah, I just can't have that. We actually did get a new guy. JP was trying bugging me for fucking weeks to hire this guy. He plays darts with him or something like that. And and
So what's his nickname?
he doesn't have a nickname yet.
Oh, not yet.
I don't know.
I
But
guess.
he plays darts with this guy and he's like, hey, my guy's ready to go. He's like, I don't know if he's any good, but I'm like, yeah, you brought me fucking shitty guys before, so I'm like, I'm not too confident in this guy. Anyway, gets to work. Turns out he worked for some fucking monster construction company in Ottawa for years, but he just didn't want to travel anymore because it's an hour and a half each way or whatever. And he's fucking good. Like he can run a shovel and like okay, great, keep him. Good, he'll be with your crew now. And he good attitude, quiet, knows what he's talking about. He has paver experience and stuff, so
That's awesome.
yeah.
You
I
see,
I
proves
love the
goes to
fact
prove you never know.
yeah, I love the fact that he's worked for us for 2 weeks now, and I've maybe said 50 words to him, and like he doesn't come to me with problems and stuff.
He's a competent person.
He's a competent person. He doesn't come to me with problems. I don't hear about problems on the site. He's showing up to work. That fits right in. And by the same token, our one of our other guys, Sean, he was new last year. I'm finding myself not being able to handle every site, right? Going to every site and fucking managing them. So I said, Sean, go here, do this. The guy has maybe 50 hours, 40, 30 hours on the skid steer in his entire life. Said, go grade out this topsoil. Just spend the day not bugging me doing this job. I showed up at the end of today. It looks fucking great. It looks like a 10-year operator did the job, you know? Like, great. When you just give these guys some room on the leash and say, don't bug me, figure it out, they can figure it out. And I think that's the best fucking SOP of them all. It's not write a fucking Bible that's 10 million pages long that nobody's ever going to read. It's hire competent people and let them work it out themselves. That way you don't need to fucking revert back to the SOP for every single little thing. Like just hire more competent people and let them do the job.
So you're not saying you should put QR codes for your bins?
There's not a fucking
For
QR
your
code.
soil pile?
No. There's not a QR code that exists anywhere in NDL, and I don't think there ever will be.
How many people that work for you do you think know how to use a QR code?
Um, More than, well, I don't know. I don't care. Does it matter really? Like I did, like, what are they gonna do? Oh, I read the QR code and I still didn't understand it, so I called you. Or I figured it out on my own. I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna wither away in a corner of the industry. But I think we got a pretty good handle on things. There's no SOPs to make me less busy, I don't think.
PK, I think you need a QR code for your bins to know which ones are in the yard. And
So when Cody went off this week, I was like, I didn't really. She keeps track of where all the bins are, and I was like, man, there's no bins in the yard. That means there's bins in a lot of places. Like, where are these fucking things? So I started calling people. Like Justin from JRC had one of the bins. Had one of the bins. I call him like, hey man. He's like, hey. I'm like, do you still have a bin? He's like, well, did you lose your bins? I'm like, sort of. I'm like, Cody will get out of surgery and she'll know where they are. She's just having surgery today. Like, so he did not have a bin. I still think I'm short bin somewhere, but I don't know where. But it's good because bin trucks have been swamped. It's really boosting the sale of the bin company. It's going to have great numbers. So
Yeah. I do love a bin truck. I am a firm believer that that was a ticket in the business for us.
I'm a firm believer it's shortened my life.
Mm. Getting your blood not checked might shorten your life.
Oh, that's 100%.
Not
Yeah,
having a
definitely.
bin truck.
Yeah.
No.
Not having a bin truck? No, if I had never had a bin truck, I think I would have lived longer.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. The stress and problems of a bin truck that I've had in my life. Like you're talking about your tarp problem. I'm like, how much you want to bet it's the inline fuse in the middle of the tarp?
Probably.
I know. Well, that's what I can probably assess what's wrong with your bin truck in Cornwall from Oshawa. And I'm like,
It's a problem that someone else needs to figure out, though, not me.
there's an inline fuse. You just click it and then it fucking works again. Does it still light up or there's no lights?
I don't think there ever was. There's a toggle switch for our tarps
Oh, ours is
in the
different. So
truck.
there's two buttons on the outside and they light up.
No, they
We have
don't.
a remote.
But-
We have a remote in the truck for the tarp.
See, we have a remote to go to bring the tarp up and down, but not in and out. So,
Okay. Our remote does both things.
yeah, you have to be outside of the truck to use the tarp.
I Another guy called me today. He's got a pal finger bin truck. Called me saying, "What do you think's wrong with my truck?" I'm like, I don't think. I said I can break down all the things that are wrong with ours,
Hmm.
but I think his sensors. I think his sensors are dirty, or the pump in his truck or something is fucked up. I don't know because it's slow. It goes up really slow.
I don't know.
But I am not an expert by any means of Palfinger hook trucks. What's the hook on your truck called?
Ampli roll.
Ampli roll.
AMPLIROLL.
I feel like that's not as cool as multi-lift. I don't know why. They're both just made up names.
I don't care what it's called. I care if it works. I really don't care what it's called. It's apparently a great hook lift, and the service is close by. The closest service I can get for a hook truck, which is
That's a
half
good.
an hour, 40 minutes.
That's a good plan.
I will say our flat deck that we bought is tearing up streets. Like it is fucking
Oh yeah, it destroys everything. Yeah.
gouging the streets. And I called my hook lift guy and I'm like, hey, can we put some rollers on the back here? Like I'm fucking putting these gnarly gashes in the road everywhere I lift a bin. He's like, that's not supposed to happen. The truck is supposed to roll underneath it. I'm like, the bin's not heavy enough to fucking pull the truck underneath it. It just slides it across the
Oh,
ground.
you can't put yours in reverse because you have the.
Well, the what is it? The non
You have a non-active PTO, so you can't have your truck in
on
reverse.
one of the
because
trucks, yes, but on the other truck, it's still fucking leaving gashes and stuff. It's like it's not supposed to do that. I'm like, can you just put rollers on it? He goes, well, no, because that's the whole frame of the thing. I'm like, well, fuck. You sold me a fucking flat deck with no rollers on the back. Would have been
You
nice
could,
to have the
you
fucking
could ask
rollers,
them
you know.
for rollers.
Well, I thought that's how they like it only makes sense. He's like, it's not going to sit level. I said, I don't give a shit about sitting fucking level on the ground. I want to not rip up the road, you know? It's like, well, I
I
might
can
have
see
to
that.
make you another one and sell this one. I said, well, we'll keep this one. I'll use it for something, but maybe it's good for another water tank.
Why couldn't you just put? What are you talking about? Um, we have a flat deck too that has a similar problem to it. And we were gonna put like if you look at a United Rentals flat deck, it has like these backwards wheels on it.
Yeah.
So the wheel, and so I was like, we were gonna get the fabricator to weld those on it so that it didn't do what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The guy is right. If you get really, really good with the hook truck, it won't do that. You just have to get really good at. Like I can pick up our flat deck and put it down without leaving any marks on the ground. But I've also done it a bunch of times and also destroyed a lot of ground.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, it is what it is until someone gives us grief. So it's
I also try to like if I'm putting the flat deck down or picking it up, I try really hard to pick a spot where I know that if there's a mark, it's not a big deal.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So I try really hard for that too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always work.
Doesn't always work.
So, are you guys good?
Great.
All right, that's the end of the episode.
Thank you for watching. Ooh. Yeah, those people run the world. They're so impressive. What a bunch of freaks.